When you check into a five-star hotel, you believe you are in control. You chose the hotel. You booked the room. You arrive, you check in, you unpack. The space is yours, for a price. But from the moment you step through the entrance, you are inside one of the most sophisticated behavioral design environments ever built. Everything, the lighting, the temperature, the scent, the pace of service, the layout of the space, has been engineered to produce a specific set of behaviors. You will spend more than you planned. You will stay longer than you intended. You will feel a quality of self-regard that you do not feel in ordinary spaces. None of that is accidental. The entrance to a five-star hotel is not designed for efficiency, it is designed for transition. The moment of arrival, the moment you cross from the outside world into the hotel, is managed as a deliberate psychological shift. The noise of the street cuts away. The temperature changes. The scent shifts. Staff appear immediately, as if summoned, taking luggage before you have to ask. This sequence serves a specific purpose. It severs you from your normal behavioral context. Behavioral research shows that people's decision-making changes significantly based on environmental cues. When you are removed from the context in which you make ordinary financial decisions, the grocery store, the office, the commute, your reference points shift. What feels expensive in your normal context feels appropriate here. The decompression sequence is the mechanism by which the hotel resets your price calibration before you make your first purchase. Once you are inside, the environment guides your behavior with architectural precision. The lobby is designed to circulate you. Seating groupings, bar areas, and retail displays are positioned to create spontaneous dwelling, moments where you pause, sit down, and become available for an impulse purchase, a drink, a snack, a piece of jewelry in the display case. The distance from elevator to room is carefully considered. The longer the walk, through attractive corridors, past tempting views and well-lit displays, the more the hotel becomes your world. You are not a guest using a room. You are an inhabitant of an environment. The gym, the spa, the restaurant, the bar, each is positioned not for the guest's convenience, but for maximum exposure. You will walk past the spa on the way to the pool. You will pass the restaurant on the way to the elevator. The spatial sequencing is designed to produce encounters that convert to revenue. Five-star hotels are among the most sophisticated practitioners of sensory design in any commercial category. Scent. Many luxury hotel chains use proprietary signature scents delivered through HVAC systems that are calibrated to produce specific psychological states. A 2015 study published in the International Journal of Hospitality Management documented the relationship between ambient scent and perceived service quality. Pleasantly scented environments were associated with higher willingness to pay and higher perceived quality. Sound. Music tempo in luxury hotels is typically slower than in mass-market retail environments. Slower music reduces perceived time pressure, increases dwell time, and increases spending.
This effect was documented in research by Milliman, 1982, which found that slower background music significantly increased sales in restaurant and retail environments. Lighting. Luxury hotels use layered, warm lighting that is calibrated to be flattering to the human face and form. When you look better in the mirror, you feel better about yourself. And people who feel good about themselves are more likely to make purchases and less likely to complain. Temperature. Hotel rooms are generally kept slightly cool. Cool environments promote alertness and reduce comfort-induced inaction. A slightly cool room makes you more likely to get up, go to the lobby, order something. Five-star service is not primarily about generosity. It is about obligation. When a staff member remembers your name, brings your preferred newspaper without being asked, or upgrades your room without explanation, they are creating a social asymmetry. You have been given something. the social pressure to reciprocate, while not explicitly stated, influences behavior. Research on reciprocity, most comprehensively documented by sociologist Robert Cialdini, shows that unsolicited gifts create a powerful obligation to give something back. In a hotel context, the gift of exceptional service creates an obligation that typically manifests as tips, additional spending at hotel facilities, and positive reviews. Five-star service is not a cost. It is an investment in behavioral compliance. The final dimension of luxury hotel design is what might be called status scripting. When you stay at a five-star hotel, the environment teaches you how to behave by giving you constant behavioral cues. What pace is appropriate, what volume is appropriate, what requests are normal to make, what expressions of displeasure are acceptable. The unhurried pace of the elevator, the way staff speak, slowly, quietly, with complete attention, the complete absence of rushing or efficiency signaling. All of these calibrate your own behavior to match the register of the environment. And here is the key. Behaving correctly in a high-status environment is itself a status signal. You are performing luxury fluency, demonstrating that you belong by moving, speaking, and spending in ways that the environment has scripted. The hotel does not just sell you a night's sleep. It sells you a rehearsal of the self you want to be. A five-star hotel is not a place to sleep. It is a behavioral design environment with one goal: to produce a version of you that spends freely, tips generously, and leaves with a memory so pleasant that you come back. Every sensory detail, every piece of architecture, every act of service has been calibrated to move you in a specific direction. The remarkable thing is that knowing this changes almost nothing. The design works anyway. Subscribe to Status Theory. New episodes every week on the hidden psychology behind luxury, status, and the spaces that shape your behavior.